Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Ananda. Today we are going to explore how to create a Snowflake connection from Anypoint Code Builder. Basically we will use Snowflake connector and then we'll test the connection and we'll see from Anypoint Code Builder how we can use that connector to connect to a Snowflake platform. So before proceed further, I would suggest you to refer my earlier videos on Anypoint Code Builder because this video is continuation to earlier videos. And also if you have not yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video. With that, let's start to explore how we can use how we can use Snowflake connector from Anypoint Code Builder. So this is the same code. I have opened my Anypoint Code Builder, and this is the same simple Hello World code that we have used in our earlier video, and I will use this same code to play with Snowflake connector. So before starting, you need to check that from Anypoint Code Builder, you have logged into Anypoint platform, and you can see your user ID over here. So first thing what we need to do is that we need to add the Snowflake connector dependency. So for that, what I will do, I will press Shift Control P, and then I will click on to import asset from Exchange. So I will select connector. So this is the connector which I going to use, and here I will type Snowflake and press enter. So it will show me this Snowflake connector. So let's select the Snowflake connector. Okay, now if you open the form XML, you can see that Snowflake connector has been added as the dependency. So let's move on to the code. Let's close this form XML, and here I will type Snowflake because first I'm going to create the configuration. So once I create Snowflake, I will again type. Sorry. So here I will again type Snowflake for the Snowflake connection, and it will give me all the necessary parameters. So I have to select the account name, warehouse, database, schema, and user ID, password. So before proceed, let me provide the name for this configuration, and then configure this Snowflake connection details. So I already have this code snippet ready. So instead of adding one by one, I will put it all together and I will replace the string with that code snippet. But if you don't have that snippet, you can start configuring, and it's not easy. I mean, it's not difficult. I mean, you can use this Snowflake config. You can give a name, some name here, XYZ, anything. And then because this is the name that you have to provide, and then you have to refer the same name in the in your original implementation, then you can use the doc name. So you can use the doc name and you can provide the name that you want to show on your means on the component diagram, whatever the name you want to see. So I don't want to take a lot of time in configuring it manually one by one. I'm just it is already ready, and I keep a copy of that snippet, and I will go ahead and paste it from there. Okay, so this is my Snowflake connection configuration. So if you see, I have to provide the account name, account name. I have to provide the warehouse name, database, schema, user, password. I have not yet provided because I don't want to share it with on the video. So I will finally pause the video and provide the password, and then complete the configuration, and then I have to provide the role. So if I show you just one minute, let me show the Snowflake. Yeah, so this is my Snowflake trial version account, and if you see, this is the this is where I can get the database name, and I will get the schema. So I have created this database, and I also created this schema for my for this demo purpose. And then I will get the role from here. This is the warehouse name, and I will get the user ID password from, sorry, not password. I can get the user ID from, I mean, so my bad, not user ID, but the account name I will get from this Snowflake before I come to worksheet. So if I go here, yes, so from here I can get this. This is where from where I can get the account name. So if I click on the copy account identifier, if I click on here and then I paste it in a new notepad, let me put it on a new notepad. Okay. So yeah, so this will be my account. I mean, this is my account name. And when I have to configure the account name, I have to configure it in a lowercase with a hyphen like this. So just what you need to do, you need to take this and you need to just convert it into lowercase, and instead of dot, this reference name, instead of dot, you just put a hyphen and make this portion in lowercase and this portion as lowercase and put it over here and it will work. So that's exactly what I have done. So I believe now I can clarify that what all parameters you need to fill up and where from you will get the parameters. I mean, each of the configuration parameters from your Snowflake app. Don't want to save it. Okay, now I will pause the video and I will put the password. I don't want to share the password on the screen, and then we'll see how to test the connection. Okay, so now I have provided all the details, including the password. Now what I have to do, I have to open the pom.xml. Before doing the test connection, I have to go to the pom.xml and I have to add this dependency. This is the Snowflake JDBC dependency I need to add, so that when I will do the test connection, it can properly go and connect to my Snowflake account, and then it will show me whether the connection is getting established or not. So this is important part. So you need, I mean, usually we also do it on Anypoint Studio when we create the connection configuration. So we add that JDBC dependency also. So same thing here I am doing. I'm just putting, I mean, manually putting it on the POM file. And now I will go and I will click to test connection. So let's see how it works. So it's testing, it's trying to connect to that connection, I mean, using that connection configuration details, and it's able to establish a connection, and that's why it is showing connection is valid. So that means my Snowflake connection is now working. So next what I will do, I will go ahead and add one Snowflake activity. Basically what I will do, I already have one, let me open that worksheet. So I already created one sequence and we are going to use a select statement from our Anypoint Code Builder Mule application flow, and we will, I mean, basically we will invoke that sequence from Anypoint Code Builder, and we will generate this sequence number. So like if I click on it here, so it will show me 21. So every time I will click, it will increment, my sequence will increment by 1. So let's go and add those code snippets. So I will just type Snowflake here and it will show me all the operation available with Snowflake connector. So I will select Snowflake select, and then I can provide all the details. So I already have it written, so I can just copy paste it. Because I already tested all this entire thing before starting the video. So I'm just referring that earlier code what I have created for saving some time and making this video a little bit shorter. So anyways, I have just created this Snowflake I use this select operation, and I provided that select demo DB public demo sequence. This basically I'm using this query inside my select operation. Okay, next what I will do, I will add one transform message, and that will actually to convert the output to a application/JSON format, so that when I will test this flow, I can get a proper response as a HTTP. As a HTTP response, I can get a proper output. Okay, so I have added a transform message, and where I have just creating an output in application/JSON format, and I just create one output. Where I am capturing that next file of output. Whatever is the select statement, whatever out is the output of this select statement. That is what I am passing through this attribute, and then sending back as a response, as a JSON response rather. So this is what we have to do for the flow creation. Now I have to go to that form XML, and before deploying this code locally or Cloud Hub, what I need to do, I need to add a shared, I need to add the Snowflake library over here, so that runtime can understand, or runtime have all the necessary Snowflake library access. So let's do that. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to, instead of this configuration, I need to, let me remove this configuration. Let me remove this. Okay, so I just added a configuration snippet under this Mule Maven tool. So where I am sending the Snowflake, I am just adding this Snowflake shared library for the runtime to access this Snowflake JDBC. So this is how it works in Anypoint Studio also. So same thing we are doing in Anypoint Code Builder. Now let's start this. Let's start this application in debug mode. And here also you can see I can fit it into the feed view. And if I click on the feed view, it will show the diagrammatic representation of the entire flow. So this transform message has nothing. This is from my earlier code. I'm just keeping it, as it is. And then there is a select statement, Snowflake connector. I'm using Snowflake connector select operation. I have a select statement. Then I'm transforming the message, whatever is the output of this select statement, I'm transforming it to application/JSON. And finally, I put a logger message, and this application/JSON response I'm expecting to have on my as a response of this flow. So let's do one thing. Let's run this. Run it in a debug. So let's go to run and start debug. So let's see how it works. Okay. So we just start. It is now first going to build and then going to deploy. It's going on. So far what we have seen, that how to create, how to use the Snowflake connector, and then how to use the connector operation within the flow. Now we are going to test that flow. And I am using a Snowflake sequence, and it's a very simple flow. So every time I will hit the application, it will give me the next value of from that sequence. So let's open it in browser. Okay, and just give the endpoint. The endpoint is hello, and enter. See, I can get the sequence number 22. If I again hit it, it will give me 23. Again hit it, it will give me 24. Yeah, it's 24. Hit it, it's 25. That means my code is working. So I am able to establish a connection using Snowflake connector from my MuleSoft flow to Snowflake using Snowflake connector in Anypoint Code Builder. Hope you enjoy the video. If you find this video helpful, my earnest request to all of you, please go ahead and subscribe my channel if you have not do so, because that is a great motivation for me to come up with more such videos. And I will definitely come back with another video very soon. Till then, thank you for being with me. Bye bye.